One UI 8.5 is not far away officially. Deep into the beta now, there's lots of things we know about it. Today, I'm going to show you how to customize One UI 8.5 to your liking using all the features that Samsung have given us. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. Today, we customize One UI 8.5. I show you some of the categories that Samsung have enabled further customization in, and I show you how to do it within those categories. Of course, the first place to start is the quick panel. Easiest place to go because this is the one that I think gives you the most control over how you actually interact with settings and toggles on your phone. So to get to the quick panel, should know by now, but you can swipe down from the top right corner and it brings the quick panel down, or you swipe down from the middle and then swipe across, brings the quick panel over. So for One UI 8.5, it's a specific focus on 8.5, not really focusing on the One UI 8 stuff, just 8.5. Hit this edit toggle here, and immediately you can get to customizing. Now, to remove something, very simple. You just select the thing you want to remove, and you remove it, and it's gone. To reposition something, you just long press on it and move it across. Now, there's very specific grid sizes. As you can see, there's some little dots on the screen there, so you'll have to follow within that grid, but you can sort of move it a bit freely within there. And then to resize something, you just use the little toggle on the side there, drag it across. Now you only have the option to resize it to 1 or to 2 grids. You can't make it longer or shorter. That's all you've got. With the brightness toggle, you can make this go a bit longer, but that's really the only 2 lengths that you've got. Or you can reposition it and make it go across this way. So you've got the option to have it horizontal or vertical. I like it long ways, so I'm going to put it back. And you can sort of see everything sort of removes itself around it and reorganizes itself. The music player, you can have that be a bit bigger when it's playing music, or you can have it be smaller. That's the smallest it can be. And when it's playing music, that's the size. And when it's playing music, you can make it be as big as that, should you want it to dominate that much. But I think it's perfectly fine like that. Then you've got the extra toggles here, which you can see you can edit. Now I can make that area a little bit bigger, or will just be 1 line, maximum of 3, and then I can edit what's in there. So if I don't want stuff in there, I want it out of there, I can take it out by long pressing it and then drag it into position as a full option. You cannot remove that area, annoyingly. That has to stay. That's non-negotiable, but everything else is, barring the SmartThings remote, is up for grabs. And if I want to add something in, you go to the add control button and then you find it. So you can see I've got a plethora of options now that Samsung are enabling. And I can just go through and find the thing that I want, long press on it, pop it into place. And then I can go through that whole process again of reorganizing, resizing, and moving it around depending on what I want. And it's done. And then that's my quick panel. If you want to go back to default, you can hit the toggle, go to panel settings, and you've got reset quick panel layout. And that will just put it back to stock. Then you can start again should you want to. And then the other stuff here, that's all One UI 8 stuff. No need to worry about that. We'll leave that for other videos, which we've already made. Next customization thing for One UI 8.5 is the lock screen. There's things that Samsung have enabled with One UI 8.5. Things like the little gradient blur that you can enable by just dragging down your wallpaper, just to give you that little bit of gradient blur and color from the top of the photo to the top of the screen. And then they've also chucked in here the weather, which enables you to add the weather effect using AI, where it will read the weather and then overlay it over the top. That's been there as an option you can enable. But Lockstar, which is through Good Lock, has given us some extra stuff. Let's show you what they are. So if you click on it, it's unlock animation. So this is where you can actually have different animations for unlocking your phone. Wild stuff. So you can see here you've got the slide animation, where you can customize the time of how long it takes, and you can change the direction. You can have an interpolator, which just, you can change it to be ease in, ease out, linear, bouncier, or you've got a custom one, which, nah, I'm not getting into that. You've got bounce setting, which is flexible, medium, or elastic. Then you've got expand, which looks like that. You've got spread, cool. You've got wave. You've got warp. You've got ripple. You've got mosaic. You've got fade. You've got wiper. You've got paint. And you've got glitch. I'm a fade guy. I like fade. So let's just take a look at what this looks like. So if I let this go and then I unlock my phone, you can see everything fades into existence. It's only unlocking. So it doesn't rely on locking or sort of waking the screen up. It's only unlocking. Pretty wild that you have that sort of customization option on the lock screen. And to get to it, just long press on the lock screen, hit lock star, unlock animation, and away we go. But let's just show you some of the other ones. You've got wiper. I'm sure that's going to look absolutely wild to unlock your phone. That still looked like fade to me, didn't it? Let's take a look going through good lock. Unlock animation. Let's just do the slide one. Okay. Slide. And then good. That's because I didn't save it. Okay, done. Right. So that's what slide looks like. It brings in everything on a slide. Look, they're fun. I wouldn't say that they're going to be for everyone, but the option is there should you want to. It's a good lock module, unlock animation, and that's how you customize it. Next is the camera, because believe it or not, you can actually customize the camera pretty heavily in One UI 8.5. It is through Camera Assistant, which is another good lock module. So to get to that, you go to the 4 dots, you go to the settings, and you scroll all the way down to Camera Assistant. And then towards the bottom of Camera Assistant, you have Customize Indicators. Now this is where you can customize the camera's indicators at the top. So you've got both photo and video indicators that you can turn on or off. And as you turn them on or off, you can kind of see them populate in a preview at the top of your screen there. And if you want to see what it looks like, you launch the camera and they all populate up the top. And the whole point is it's just trying to give you a bit of a clean look if you want to. Rather than having things at the top, you can go and turn them all off. And then that gives you a really nice, clean preview at the top there with next to nothing to look at. You can do it both for photo and for video mode because all of these settings pretty much exist in the camera in the 4-dot menu here anyway. So having them at the top as indicators is next to not necessary because of the fact you can actually utilize them way easier because it's one-handed usage down the bottom as opposed to needing to navigate to the top. The next one is to do with Home Up. A lot of them now are actually good lock because Samsung have enabled more features. So within Home Up here, you can actually customize a lot more things. You can go into the home screen here and do folders. So the large folder, you can actually resize with custom sizing the size of a folder. So if I go to this folder here, long press on it, you can actually see you now have flexibility to organize it in a size custom to the grid that you've got, however you like. And you can sort of have some pretty funky looking folders should you want to. You also have the option through Home Up with widgets where you can adjust the size and in the content of a widget. So you can have it be 110% to scale, which makes the widget look a little bit bigger, or you can have it 80% to scale, which makes the content within the widget look a little bit smaller. So depending, again, on your preference, you can go and adjust that to the size that you want. Doesn't look like it's perfect yet. So obviously still being worked on, but it's there as a toggle should you want to use it. And you've also got edge panels. So where you can go to the edge panel now and you have this new thing called integrated panel. This integrated panel now allows you to integrate shortcuts and contacts into one app's edge panel. So you just have to turn it on, you sync the apps from the apps panel across, and then what you do is you hit the edit toggle and you've got the options here, apps, shortcuts, and contacts to be able to add in to your integrated panel. And then you won't need those other panels anymore because it's all part of one, as opposed to needing to have multiple panels. You just really can have the one and get everything done from there. So that's One UI 8.5 and some of the customization options that you have now and some of the updated ones that Samsung have given us within GoodLock as well. So when you get your 8.5 updated, you can go and do all of those same things should you wish. Hit subscribe to SamMobile TV for more content like this. Come and find us on our website, sammobile.com, and find us on all our socials, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.